Suddenly, a child gets excited upon realizing they are in a big shopping mall. Choi Jung-hyuk had brought his two siblings for a family outing. Excited, the boy asks if he could look at some t-shirts. Young Jung seems worried about all the noise from her brother. The hero is having fun. Both are amazed to hear that they could choose a few items to buy. With a smile on his face, the hero says his siblings could choose the 10 items they like the most. Happiness spreads across the children's faces as they celebrate together. Everything was happening in an unexpected way, but he knew he had to wait until the end of the protection period. Choi Jung-hyuk was worried about possible problems along this journey. Suddenly, Yeon Jung shows her brother a beautiful blue dress. Eun-chul immediately likes the outfit and says his sister should get it. An employee approaches and asks the children not to touch the clothes on display like that. Meanwhile, Jung-hyuk reflects on the list of things he should do, relating it to past events. At that moment, he tells the employee not to worry about anything since he would be buying the clothes. Either way, before completing that list, he had absolutely no intention of leaving Korea. Suddenly, a warning for shoppers informs that an unexpected gate has opened inside the mall. The information is repeated once more, showing the real situation to the customers. Additionally, they ask everyone to stay calm and follow the staff's instructions. Amid the crowd, a woman reports that hunters from Taebaek would be arriving soon. According to the orders, everyone should stay inside the mall, but customers already wanted to leave as quickly as possible. Outside, everything was even more dangerous, and the best thing to do was to follow the woman for a safe evacuation. Suddenly, chaos takes over the place as people start running in desperation. Choi Jung-hyuk observes the situation that was about to unfold, feeling the tense atmosphere. Being a hunter, he was willing to check what was happening, but asked the employee to take care of his siblings. Yeon Jung seems extremely worried about his safety, warning that it was very dangerous out there. According to the young man's memories, there were 5 D-rank monsters near the store. That day, a building collapsed due to the monsters that followed the refugees into the large shopping mall. His hands begin to tremble, feeling anger about everything happening at that moment. He crouches down and asks Yeon-jung to take care of her brother Eun-chul. Knowing that the Taebaek Guild would only arrive after all the destruction, he leaves determined to face the monsters. In the end, he would have to endure the situation completely alone, anxiously waiting for reinforcements. The arrival of the monsters causes complete despair in the streets. Calmly, an officer tries to guide people to take shelter inside the mall. The atmosphere becomes tense with people fighting among themselves, trying to rush even more. Meanwhile, the monsters start spreading throughout the city. There were 5 in total, ready to destroy everything in their path. Upon hearing the screams, the creatures begin to look around. People keep running in terror, pushing each other. Choi Jung-hyuk stands in the middle of the group, letting everyone pass quickly by him. At that moment, despair takes over his face as he realizes he was completely alone. The giants were coming toward him, and he no longer knew the best way to defend himself. With a tense expression, he decides to open the subspace. Beside him, a portal is formed for him to choose his abilities. A terrifying aura spreads through the air, showing all the fury present in the creature. The young man could not let any of them pass. He had to protect his brother at all costs. According to his shield, it was ready to take down each of his enemies. With the swift movement activated, he would trick the opponent with quick movements. The strike manages to hit the opponent's leg with tremendous force. Upon feeling the attack, the creature lets out a powerful scream of pain. Using his speed to his advantage, he moves throughout the area, confusing his enemies. Suddenly, he stops running and observes the situation. Those abominations follow the protagonist's movements and turn their bodies. Jung-hyuk provokes his opponents, calling them to fight. The 5 seem irritated by that boy's arrogance. Without wasting time, they start running toward their small target. On a street, vehicles pile up in the middle of the city traffic. A man grows increasingly angry, realizing that the vehicle wouldn't move. The street had been blocked because of the cars trying to leave, and not even the police were managing the situation. Irritated, he realizes this was a terrible time to be stuck in traffic. Suddenly, he feels a hand on his shoulder. His colleague tries to calm Dasu in every possible way. The fight happening in the city was being broadcast live. At the center of it all, Jung-hyuk was trying to hold off the creatures using all his skills. Filming the fight, a young man tells viewers that he was impressed by the courage of the unknown fighter. Inside the car, the men watch the broadcast on their phone attentively. At that moment, the memory of the young man comes instantly